Hello and welcome to Elkan's Word for today, the audio devotional. God bless you as you listen. Series titled Provoking Love, Day 2. Hope you're easily provoked. Our text is taken from the books of Hebrews chapter 10 verse 24. And let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works. There's a particular tribe in northern Nigeria that has a most unusual greeting custom. If two persons met each other on the way, they'll stop and greet each other comprehensively, asking about everything. And as the greeting continues, it dissolves to grunts and hums of affirmations, corresponding to something like, "That's good," "Yes," "Okay," and all that. Now the second person responds to the first person's hum with a hum of their own, at which time the first person now has to respond to that person's hum with a hum of his own, which creates an unanswered hum that must be answered with another. You get the idea? Because of this pattern, the greeting never truly stops. Even as they leave each other, they'll keep the back and forth humming, even when the other person is clearly out of earshot. I once asked a friend of mine from that tribe why they greeted that way, and he said that it was an expression of love, a way of saying we wish this greeting could go on forever. This back and forth show of love is what comes to my mind when I read Hebrews chapter 10 verse 24. When brethren have a culture of making sure they retaliate every gesture of goodness they receive with another act of love of their own, we create an eternal loop of provocation where no one wants to be the last person to be blessed by the other. Paul in the book of Romans chapter 13 verse 8 actually lays the template for this practice. He says, "Owe no man anything but to love one another." That means every act of love is a debt that must be paid. Nevertheless, that act of payment in itself creates another debt to the receiver, which must now be paid, which then, you get the idea. Of course, you don't have to pay in kind or even directly, but if we keep this weird love practice going, we'll end up fulfilling a scriptural injunction, provoking one another to love and good works. I hope you were provoked by this message. Now think of something positive you can do to someone else in your spiritual family, and let's get this provocation cycle going. Amen.
This was an audio recording of Elkan's Word for Today, the devotional for growing believers by Greg Elkan. For more information and other edifying resources, visit us at www.gregelkan.com. That's GREGELKAN.com. You can send your comments or questions by WhatsApp or Telegram to +234 813 664 2912. God bless you.